What's up, Eagles fans? I'm Amy Campbell. Welcome to the NovaCare Complex, where we're taking you inside the Eagles locker room for Eagles 360, presented by Xfinity. And the message ringing throughout the complex this week is simple. We're still the Philadelphia Eagles. And not that anyone forgot, but after a 2-2 start with plenty of bumps, getting a complete team win against the Giants, eliminating those self-inflicted mistakes, that goes a long way in fueling the team into this week.
I believe so, and I think one of the things you're seeing is the amount of injury we had on offense to start the year. Those guys are now getting their sea legs, so to speak, and their game legs and game shape, and being on time and in rhythm with the quarterback now, and so yeah, I think you saw more of a complete game, and what you also saw was we didn't have as many penalties. I think we had 4 total for the entire game. We didn't turn the ball over. We didn't have red zone woes. So those things are beginning to somewhat go away, and obviously we got to continue that trend. But I think it does take a game to realize that, hey, we are still, the Philadelphia Eagles, and we just have to go execute and play.
Yeah, Coach does a great job reminding us, who we are, like you said, and just really, motivating us. And I think as players, when you face adversity, face a loss, things like that, we're hungry. That's a locker room of hungry guys. And so when guys make mistakes, they're not happy about it. They're not guys that hang their heads. We're guys that are looking forward to improve off of that mistake and learn from it. So I think really Coach, all the coaches, and then the leaders on this team did a great job last week on a short week of just reminding everybody who we are and just playing fast, playing our football.
And who are they? Well, a team that continues to evolve, especially in the defensive backfield, as the unit has been plagued by injuries this season. Enter Dexter McDougal, a familiar name to Eagles fans as he played 8 games with the team last season. The Eagles signed the cornerback this week and expect some much-needed relief in an already thin secondary.
Yeah, I mean, for us, he's obviously a familiar face, been with us all last year. So I think it is a little easier for us. He talks our language. He knows kind of the defense. We just got to catch him up to some of the nuances that we've added and some of the things we learned over the last 6 weeks. But so that'll be a little bit of a quick learning curve for him. But it does, I think, settle the unit a little bit to get a familiar face.
McDougal, I think, one comes in and he's a role player, situational guy for us. He's got to get caught up, obviously, with the game plan and terminology again. And, the one thing that I guess from his side and our side is we have familiarity with us. He was with us in camp and things of that nature a year ago, and comfortable with him, filling a need, filling a role right now. And we'll get him coached up and ready to go.
Another week, another tough opponent for the Eagles, and it's a familiar foe headed to the link with the Carolina Panthers on tap for Sunday. Now, last season, the Eagles got the win in a close one on the road, but they know they're going to need a complete game, offense, defense, special teams, all executing if they want another victory this time around.
2 good football teams playing each other on a Thursday night game, short week, and gosh, I mean, just both teams played well. Defense played extremely well in that game. Offense made some plays, and we were fortunate enough to come away with a victory on the road. And this year, really, quite honestly, it's no different. I mean, 2 good football teams, 2 aggressive style defenses. You're going to see RPO game by the Panthers. You're going to see 22 McCaffrey kind of all over the field. I mean, it's a good test for not only the defense, but offensively. This is probably one of the bigger fronts we're going to see all season long, and they're very aggressive downhill guys. Kuechly's a smart linebacker, really anticipates and knows where we're going to be, and so it's going to be have to be a complete game if we expect to win. And so yeah, it's going to be it's really a good test for us to see where we are, in week 7.
It's the next game, and sitting at 3-3. Not fully where we want to be, but we did definitely have a long season ahead of us, and this is a good team coming in. Last year was a short week. There was lots of different circumstances. This year, a little different just in the sense of that, but we're always excited to get a good team like that coming into our house for a Sunday afternoon game.
I mean, I think we're going to play against a really good team. I think this team right here, will probably be the most complete team that we'll play all year, because they got a good offense, they got a really good defense. Really good offense. Cam, he's playing, really good right now. And I think, for us, we just have to let's just go out and play Eagles defense. Be disciplined, play for one another, and hold each other accountable like we do every year.
Now let's look ahead to Thursday with our friends at Amoroso's for what's on the menu. At 8 a.m., our Eagles insider Dave Spadaro goes one-on-one with Eagles QB Carson Wentz. You won't want to miss that. The team will be back at practice at 1 p.m. We'll have that live streamed right here. And as always, later in the day, a fresh edition of Eagles 360 presented by Xfinity. We'll see you there.